Hi guys, welcome to part 11 of How I Married Wrong. Just before I start, I'd like to mention one thing. Uguti, this is not a story where I intend to entertain people or a gossip column. If you're looking for that, you are in the wrong place. Someone left a comment which says that this story will be very nice if it was told in Zulu. I'm not here to entertain people. This is my life. This is my story. And I didn't just decide to share my story. As I told you, Uguti, this story took place 15 years ago. But I went through healing. I went through counseling and prayer. And God has been working with me through this journey. So at this time, as I'm sharing the story, it is God who allowed me to share my story. I was very scared to share it because who wants to tell the world their life? Who want to share what they went through with the world? So I'm not trying to make everyone happy or to make the purpose of this video is to bring about healing, is about restoration, or even people who are going through what I went through, so that they can know that God is there for them, that God sees everything, because at the end of the day it's about God. So I just want to mention that. So I'm not here to mention, and also I'm not gonna be under pressure of people wanting me to post and post. I'm just putting everything together, because remember, it took place a long time ago, as much as they'll remember, but I had to break everything down as I'm led by the Spirit, and how I must put my story together. So yes, at part 11 we're talking about how my friend husband, I went to see me at his workplace. I told you he's a brain surgeon, so I went to his offices in the hospital where he was working. So when I came to him, because remember, I was not sure whether to tell him or not to tell him, or whether he's gonna see what I see. So I had mixed feelings. But then I had the brave to go and tell him, to talk to him, because he was a very nice guy. And remember, we are family friends, so we were close friends. So I went to him and I said to him, if your friend, if my friend was having an affair with my husband, it was like I'm asking for an advice. I said, if my friend was having an affair with my husband, do you think it's wise that I tell my husband, I tell her husband about the affair, or I'm suspecting they are having an affair? And guess what he said? He said, is that friend my wife? Guys, I couldn't believe it. He said, is that friend my wife? And I said, yes. He said, yes, I've been suspecting it. Even me, I've been contemplating to come and speak to you about it. So now that you came, which means I was not going crazy. What I've been suspecting, I was not wrong. So as a team now, we have to make sure that our suspicions are right. So we decided that we're gonna hire a private investigator, because the guy had money, a lot of money. So he said he's gonna pay for that. He's gonna speak to someone and make sure it is done. So we're gonna get someone who's gonna follow them where they go, how they move, and stuff like that. We agreed, like we had a strategy how we're gonna find out how, we're gonna caught them in action, because I knew that when he leaves the house, and he comes back smelling her perfume, which means he was with him. So and at this time, I was so disappointed, guys, because remember, as I said, we are a young couple, we are married, they've got kids, we've got kids. Like, life is good, we are all happy. But what is this thing that they are doing, having an affair? So then so what I decided to do was that, okay, we had a meeting, and when we finished our meeting, okay, tomorrow we're gonna meet again and like have a breakdown. Because remember, when I went to his workplace, he just, because I called him, I said it's urgent, I have to see him. So when I went to his workplace, I just wanted to speak to him about this particular case, and maybe I'm wrong, but then we realized that we need more time to sit down and plan and make sure that we catch them. Yeah. So the last meeting that we had is that we're gonna meet tomorrow and plan about, you know, how we're gonna get them investigated, to be followed, and wherever they go someone is following them and is making sure that they are caught in action. Because that was, I knew that because I told him that, you know, I know my husband, when my ex-husband was cheating, or he's got a history of cheating, and I was aware of what he was doing with my friend. So this time around now, I said, no, let's investigate and see how we can catch them in action. So we ended our meeting on that note. Tomorrow we are meeting and we make sure that someone follows them. Because guys, it was so painful, especially me. I'm looking at this woman, you know. Now we are married, because people advise us that you mustn't have friends with people who are not married, okay, because it's not safe. So I believe that. So now I'm meeting this young couple, successful, doing well like us, living in the same suburb like us. I mean, I mean, this is our tribe. So I thought I was safe with her. Thought I was safe with spending time with them, because she's got a husband, and the husband is a wonderful man. And the sad part, the wife was not working. She was a housewife. All she did was to wake up, go to the gym, and exercise her body. She had a beautiful body. That all she did, taking kids to drop kids at school. And yeah, and how we even met, we met at the gym, because I had to go to gym as well. So I met her at the gym, and she was like, no, you know, she likes me, let's be friends, blah blah blah. But this time around, remember, I was a bit skeptical. So when she was like inviting me, then when she told me that she's married, I was like, okay, we're good to go. We can be friends. She's married, I'm married, and then her husband is a good man, so maybe my husband can learn one or two things from her husband. And until this day, her husband never made a move on me. He was a good man, I believe, according to my knowledge. He never made a move on me. Okay, but let me tell you what happened next. When he discovered, when we plan to meet the following day, I'm gonna share with you what happened after that.